Hey, I just wanted to take a few minutes to explain how to take our exams in this Math 2410 course. So let's go ahead and I'll share my screen. So the first thing when looking for an exam, you'll want to click on, be in our Canvas page and click on the left tab that says On or Lock. From there, you have usually just one option, but in this case, we have a couple. You will notice that there is an On or Lock practice quiz. The practice quiz isn't graded. Its purpose is just to make sure that your technology is working. You can think of it like a tech check, kind of like a mic check, so that when you get into that test mode, you're not having to worry about technological glitches. When you're in test mode, you already know what to expect in terms of the technology working, and you've already got that prepared. So I recommend launching that and taking that before you take the actual exam. If you do complete it, you can get some extra credit points added in, and I'll explain that outside of here. We're going to assume that I've already taken that On or Lock practice quiz and the technology is working great. So then I click launch, and then it walks me through the process of how to get my exam completed using that On or Lock software. From there, when you follow those prompts, you are going to go to WebAssign, you'll log in, and you'll eventually get to this page where you have your exam and you're taking your test. You want to make sure that as you work each problem, you're writing down the problem and written work and things like that. Some of these you may have more work, some you may have less, but I really encourage you to have your name at the top of your written work, have your test name, and then also number each problem. The bulk of what I grade when you submit your tests is your written work. So you really want your written work to be what gets graded and what looks nice. Some of you may be wondering, there is a calculus trigonometry formula sheet. So if you click on that, it brings up that formula sheet that we have in this class. And I just encourage you, if you're needing that, that is available. That's the only way that I can really give notes on this exam. And then you'll want to click back into the test. I would actually recommend clicking open a new tab because I'm not sure. How to get it to go back. So I would click on open the written work in a new tab. Once you get back to this page, you complete the test, you'll just want to click submit for testing. Once you click that submit for testing, you will then have 1 hour. So you can see what you got for scores, but you have 1 hour to submit your written work. And so I just want to demonstrate that as well. You'll be prompted back with On or Lock to go through the settings to go through and complete that portion. And again, that portion I can't demonstrate because it requires a webcam for On or Lock. So I can't sample that, but there's definitely some sample prompts and information. So we're going to assume that I submitted the test into WebAssign, and now I have 1 hour to get it submitted into Canvas to get my written work submitted. So the place where you will submit your written work, if you click on the modules tab and you go to our first test, you'll see an icon, and there's a practice uploading written work as well. But you'll see this icon that says assignment. It's got the little page and the pencil. You'll want to click on that. And then you'll want to click start assignment. And then you go to upload file. And so I'll want to have this saved already. And so I'll click on that, submit assignment. And once it goes through, you'll see confetti. So that tells me, okay, good, I got it submitted. Everything's good to go. Some thumbs up. If you're wondering about how to get that written work submitted and how do you get it, so it's a PDF in the correct file in a single file. What I do is I take my written work, and I have a smart device. In my case, it's a cell phone, but it can be another device. And I use an app called TinyScan, but you can also decide to use just a photo, you just need photo taking capability. So I will take the picture of both of my exams, making sure that I got all parts on there, and I'll send a sample of what your exam written work should look like. And then I email it to myself. I copy and paste the photos, all of them into a single Word document, and then I submit that single Word document into Canvas. I think that's the best way, but you can also opt to save that Word document as a PDF. That way you don't have to worry about any like Word kind of glitches and things like that. It's just a picture file PDF. And I really like that. TinyScan also is an app that defaults to putting it as a PDF. So I like that as well. From there, you can click on your grades to view your exam. And what you'll see is this little icon with the assignment that says that you've submitted your written work. And from there, you just wait till I get it graded. Now, our exam is due September 22nd. So I just want to let you know that you could take the exam, as soon as it opens and get it done early, but I don't grade the exams until they're all submitted or the due date. So if you submit yours on September 19th right away, I wouldn't start grading it until the earliest of September 23rd. The reason for that is I just like consistency. I like grading them all at once so that I can be consistent in my grading. So just kind of be patient with that. If you do get it in early, it might take a little bit longer for you to get that exam score back to you. But that's all I have really for working the HonorLock software. I will see that sometimes people mention that there's this like password button and they say like, I didn't have to enter in a password anywhere. And it said password when I was on the HonorLock directions. I'm not sure what that's about, but there is a password for HonorLock that you should never see. So if you see those directions, just ignore it. There's no password or anything like that. You've got it submitted if you've gotten your written work, and then it also shows up on the WebAssign that you've got your test submitted. Okay, thank you and good luck on your first exam.